Serving Belize since 2005, Eglah's Literacy and Life Skills Center has been faithfully teaching its clients to do something that 8 million persons in the world cannot do, that is, to read. 15 years ago, Eglah Menzies' daughter, Madam Jane Bennett, opened the door to what, for Belize, is a very unique facility that teaches adults, mostly women, some of their children, and even men literacy skills. The tenacity of her vision and ambition has been a quiet but resounding success.
I thought I would be setting up a very small, modest, one-on-one so that it's private and people feel comfortable learning. They wouldn't have to worry about being in a classroom with people who are more advanced than them and so on. So that whole shame and fear of learning and acknowledging that I need help would not exist in this kind of environment.
Eglah's Literacy Center has been doing that for the past 15 years and will now do so in a new home. Hand in Hand has been in Belize since 2002, constructing homes for families. We started with a small 8x8 structure. We later progressed to 16 by 16 to 16 by 20, and this is the first structure that is built this big, 20 by 20. So it's very unique. When we heard that Eglah's wanted to partner with us, of course, we had to understand the concept behind the structure that they need and what the purpose of the structure would be, because our main goal is to improve the lives of people. So while this is unique in a way that it's a training center, it is still helping families of greater need. The Eglah's building is being funded by Hand in Hand Ministries, Restore Belize, Atlantic Bank Limited, and Caribbean Gaming Company.
Atlantic Bank Limited, we do a lot of donations and volunteers, but we like to focus mainly on education, kids, sports, health, something to improve our livelihood, improve the community. And when we got the first request for Eglah's and donating the building and why it was necessary to have a building, we jumped on the opportunity. It's a service that we never thought was out there, and we thought, wow, this is a great opportunity, and of course we're going to help. Of course we're going to donate. Not just financially, but we actually have volunteers. And we've painted and we helped carry wood, and it was a very humbling experience.
But what will go on behind those walls go beyond the structural facade and new windows.
The clients that we serve at Eglah's Literacy Center are school children from primary and secondary schools, adults, and we also have teenagers that have left high school, and they come to Eglah's to acquire skills in reading. I do an evaluation, an assessment, as to guide me as to where can I help them, or as to find out their foundation.
The center is there for working adults, both men, women, and students who may have dropped out of school, as well as transitioning students assisting after-school students at both primary and secondary levels.
At Eglah's, we do have the CALS program, which also helps the students, helps me to teach and to guide the students to improve their literacy, especially their reading skills or literacy skills, and that helps them to advance the concepts that are taught in the class. And when they go in the computer lab, they are engaged in activities, including the phonological awareness, comprehension, phonics, and all the components that we offer in reading.
The CALS was introduced in Belize or implemented in Belize in the first quarter of 2013, and that was with the courtesy of Restore Belize. One of the critical aspects of the software, the CALS software, or the Academy, the EPS Academy of Reading and Math, is that it's been designed to enable the users sit at a computer and interface without having to deal with the pressures around them. What does that mean? The software is designed with an inbuilt tutor. The student has headphones or headsets, and all through they're listening to instructions from the inbuilt tutor or instructor. This means a student or client is interacting with that inbuilt tutor. This is good in a way because it helps a student have that independence from the pressures that they might have had in a crowd. Many of the students that are deficient in literacy skills, this is something I've taken note of over the years working with the software, is they tend to be timid. They tend to be shy because they're aware of the problem that they have or the deficiency that they have. And so they tend to feel ashamed to express themselves or to open up. So once they're seated at a computer, it's just for them, they're interfacing with it. But there is an instructor right in the software communicating with them.
CALS has proven to boost academic achievement in all its students, but particularly equipped out-of-school youths and adults with improved literacy and numeracy competence.
Before I come here, I tell myself, I will waste my money and I will waste my time. But the beauty is it, when I get the book, the pencil, the pen, and I put on my school bag and I come, and when I stop in and I see, woo, I never believe I saw, I feel the old in between and young, you could still it land. So I want to tell God thanks for Eglah to tell everybody, if you think you're slow, you're not slow. You can't think I'm slow, but I'm not slow. I'm still there.
Mrs. Jane Bennett and the team at Eglah's are a candle offering light and the warmth of empathetic, effective assistance to citizens adrift in an often too callous society. Their efforts are a lifeline, and the building is a physical manifestation of the ever-expanding vision of Eglah Menzies. It's not just about spreading the word of the need for empowerment of women and thus their families, but to actually assisting them to rise up far above their circumstances. On behalf of Hand in Hand Ministries and all our partners, we want to thank Eglah for this partnership, and we wish them the best in future endeavors.